Hello everyone, and welcome back to another session of Dark Souls PvP and another weapon showcase. This time I am using the Man-Serpent Greatsword, and you really don't see this weapon used very often in PvP. Now there are a few reasons for that, and they are all very good reasons, and I'm going to go over them a little bit later on. But before we go into that, let's get started with some basic info on the weapon. Now, the Man-Serpent Greatsword has a weight of 10 units, same as the Zweihander. It has a strength requirement of 24, again, same as the Zweihander. And it has a B scaling, it has an A scaling in strength, which is good. It's definitely a strength weapon. It's got no dexterity scaling or requirement, pure strength weapon. That's definitely a good thing. Now, the issue with this weapon, and the reason why it's not that common, it's a strength weapon. It's a strength greatsword. And even though it is the best greatsword to use on a strength build, it outdamages all of the others on a strength build. Strength builds are not common, and that's why you don't see it. So, because quality builds and dexterity builds are more common, you see claymores, bastard swords, the flamberge way more often. Now, that's kind of a good thing for the weapon that it's not that common, because people don't really realize something about it. It has a slower swing speed than... Let me try that again, without the stutter on saying which. It has a slower swing speed, which is a good thing, because it can throw off people's parries sometimes. So, it's mostly a con that it's slower than the Bastard Sword. It's mostly a con that this is a slow greatsword. But it can also be a pro, kind of, sort of, sometimes, maybe? I don't know, I'm going out on a limb with that one. Really, this weapon does not have much going for it as far as pros are concerned. It's mostly all against it, and the reason for that is because it's slower than the other weapons in its class. Now, it has the exact same moveset as the Bastard Sword. That's a great moveset. It can combo really well, the Bastard Sword that is, with that moveset. Now, the reason it can combo so well is partly because of the moveset, and partly because of its speed, which the Man-Serpent Greatsword does not have. So, because of that, the Man-Serpent Greatsword can't combo. Because of that, it's easy for a person to roll out, or just stand still and parry. And then boom, you got parried. Boom, you got riposted. Boom, you're dead. Really, it's not hard to do. They just have to stand their ground. Like right there, instead of that guy with the great scythe rolling out, he could have just parried me. But he was two-handing his weapon anyway, so that probably wouldn't have happened. Point is, it's possible. It's easy to do. This is not really that great of a weapon in my opinion. Good concept, but it's only great on a strength build. When you're comparing it to the Bastard Sword, the Claymore, and the Great Lord Greatsword, when you're two-handing them on a quality build, the Man-Serpent Greatsword is just barely ahead of the Bastard Sword, just barely by 2 points, but it can't combo like the Bastard Sword. It's ahead of the Claymore by 12 points, can't combo like the Claymore, and it's below the Great Lord Greatsword. Neither of those two can combo, so whatever. Really, with this, you're really limited in your combos that you can do. You really need to be patient when you're using it. That's really what it comes down to. So, aggressive players are going to have a hard time using this. I'm aggressive when I PvP, you guys know this. I don't like being patient. I can be. I don't like to be. It's less fun for me. So really, this is not a good weapon for me. And that's something that's somewhat common with strength weapons. You need to be more patient with them. You need to sort of take your time and really trade hits with your opponent. That's what a lot of strength weapons rely on. And this weapon is really no different. So it's kind of disappointing for a greatsword. But again, as I said before, if you're on a strength build, it's the best greatsword you can use. Just because, I mean, if you're on a strength build, say you've got 13 dexterity, 40 strength, you're out damaging all of the other greatswords by about 50 points. 50 damage. That's pretty good. I mean, can't really complain about out-damaging all the others. But that's only if you're on a strength build. When you're not, and you have a 40-40 quality build, then you're only out-damaging him by what? 2 points, 12 points, and then being out-damaged yourself by the Greatsword. It's not an ideal situation. But anyway, this is the last fight. Very negative review of the weapon. Sorry about that, guys, but it's kind of hard to find some good stuff to say. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something about this weapon, and who knows, maybe if you're on a strength build, you'll pick it up and like it. Maybe you guys who do like it can say some pros that I left out. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.